Hi friends, welcome back to S&G Family Farm. I am sorry there hasn't been a video the last couple days. I was feeling very under the weather. Working night audits has really been messing with me really bad. But today, first off we're gonna start is I bought this thing of pesto and I made some pesto chicken with it with a little bit of cream cheese in it. It was wonderful. But this is way more pesto that I'm gonna be able to eat before it goes bad. I love the way it smells. But I have a lovely little silicone mat here, and what we're going to do is we're going to take this and fill up the squares and freeze it, and then I can pop them in a Ziploc bag and I can take a couple out as I want them, or more than that if I want to. So it's a really easy way to preserve things like pesto, which is like a heavy oil based thing, and keep that on hand without it going bad. And then we're going to make a recipe today. We're going to make these blueberry cheese muffins. These are actually going to be more like cheesecake bites, but we're going to go with it. I love cheesecake. Cheesecake is my #1 thing. Over every other dessert, I will eat a cheesecake every day of the week if I thought I could get away with it. So I'm interested to try these. These are supposed to be really good for breakfast also, but we're going to see how they turn out. Now, something that's in this that I'm probably not going to use, I'm still debating, is xanthan gum. To me, xanthan gum leaves it with a like slimy-esque texture. At least when it comes to making sauces and gravies, that's what it feels like to me. It might be okay in this, so I think I probably will try it in this for the first time and then go from there. This is a recipe from Low Carb Yum. You can look it up. They have a lot of good low carb recipes that are keto or carnivore, or even just low carb in general. Also with like gluten-free recipes in there also. So we're going to try that today. We're going to make those up today. So let's get started with this pesto. Alright, I'm just going to take a spoon here and I'm going to mix this up just a little bit. Oh, this stuff smells so good. And we're just going to pop these in here. I really like these silicone mats for this because they will be easier to pop these out. I may end up, depending on how much these fill up, I may end up making a couple batches like this. No, I doubt so. I bet what I have left in this will just fill this up. You could use standard ice trays. You could use muffin tins if you wanted to. But the silicones are a lot more flexible, so this is going to make it easy for them to be able to be popped out and put into a freezer bag. right, there's just a little bit left in that jar. Just a little bit left in that jar. I'm probably going to actually use this in some chicken for like a chicken salad. So like a pesto chicken salad. That'll be really good. But we got that in there like that. So we're going to go pop these in the freezer right quick. Alright, so we're going to get started on this recipe. The first thing that we got to get out is 8 ounces of cream cheese. This is at room temperature. This has been sitting out for a couple of hours now. Especially when you're making cheesecake or anything, you want your cream cheese to be fairly soft and pliable so that it doesn't end up in clumps, and so it blends really well together and is really smooth. So we've got that. We've got our sugar substitute. Okay. There is a notation on this recipe that says, because it calls for 1 egg, but if you add 4 eggs instead of 2 provided, instead of the 2 provides a much lighter cream cheese like texture. So the original recipe for this is for 12 people, and I only did for 6 people. So it calls for 1 egg, so I need to actually add 2 eggs to my small batch versus if I was making the full batch, which would be 4 eggs. So I need 2 eggs. Xanthan gum, vanilla extract, blueberries, and sliced almonds, which are optional. I'm not going to do the sliced almonds, but I do have some fresh blueberries. So we're going to get our ingredients out right quick. There's my sweetener and xanthan gum. My vanilla extract, which I really need to get some more of this. What was it? Blueberries. And then we have some fresh blueberries here. I am going to go ahead and rinse some of these right quick. And the strainer. So this calls for 0.13 cups of blueberries. I am going to do 1/3 of a cup here. And then we're going to see if we need more than that. I mean, that's a little bit for a big strainer, but that's what I got. All right. Those are washed now. I'm going to set them over here on my dry rack right here underneath you so that they can dry while we prepare the rest of this. So, and I'm sorry about the lighting if it changes a little bit. We've had a very rainy and overcast and dreary day. But you know what? It's all good. We've needed the moisture desperately. Okay. Let me go ahead and get my, oh, it's still out from the other day. It says use room temperature cream cheese, allow for smooth creamy texture mixture, and then we're gonna follow the recipe here. So it says we can put these in 1/2 pint jars, but what we're gonna do is we are just going to do a baking tin, and it says to bake these for 350 degrees for about 20 minutes. So let's go ahead and turn the oven on right quick. Alright, so beat softened cream cheese with electric mixture until smooth and creamy. Add sweeteners, xanthan gum, eggs, and vanilla. Beat with mixer until well blended. Fold in blueberries and almonds. Spoon into a 12-tin muffin tin. Mold liners with paper. Muffin mold lined with paper. Bake at 350 for 20 minutes or until set tops start to just brown. Cool and store in refrigerator. Best served chilled. Okie dokie. So let's get our cream cheese in here. In the sink so it's out of my way. Okay, now it doesn't say for sure how long to beat this mixture for, so it just says until it's smooth and creamy. I am going to say that's smooth and creamy because it's been sitting out on the counter for a very long time now, so it should be perfect. I'm going to go ahead and scrape these sides down so that we can start adding in our other ingredients here. I could have made a bigger batch of these, but I wanted to try them before I decided whether or not I really like them or not. So we're going to stick with a smaller batch. Okay. Just going to add a splash of vanilla. .13 cups. What is 0.13 cups? I'm not really for sure. I'm going to check right quick. Okay, friends. So 0.13 cups is actually approximately 2 tablespoons. So I'm going to get my tablespoon measurement out. Tablespoon. All right. So I need 1/4 of a cup of sugar or sugar substitute. And then I need 2 eggs. So remember, I'm actually going to again be using my bantam chicken eggs today. So 2 bantam eggs equals 1 regular chicken egg. So I'm going to use 4 bantam chicken eggs. And of course, just like with all farm fresh chicken eggs, I'm cracking these into a separate container to make sure that there's no issues with the egg having it gone bad or have it been fertilized and we missed it and it's trying to grow chicken. So, all right, let me go ahead and rinse my fingers. There we go. All right, so that is 8 ounces of cream cheese, 1/4 of a cup of low carb sweetener substitute, which I'm using monk fruit, 2 eggs. We got 2 tablespoons of xanthan gum. Oh, that was a teaspoon. I've already messed this up. But you know what? We're going to have to go with it. So that was 0.13. There's my timer on my oven. That was 0.13 teaspoons. So I've already used too much xanthan gum. But it's too late now, so we're going to see how it turns out. Okay, so xanthan gum is what makes it a binding ingredient. This is supposed to be a much more like cheesecake-like consistency, but that xanthan gum is acting like making this more into a dough. So I've already messed this up, guys. But like I said, we're gonna go with it. These are definitely gonna be more like a muffin. So I think what I'm going to do to help with this is I think I'm going to change the recipe a little bit. I'm going to add some coconut and almond flour to this and some half and half that I have that's on the verge of going bad. So you can always cook with milk products even if they're past their expiration date. That's how you get like buttermilk and stuff like that. It's been soured a little bit. So we're going to turn these into actual muffins. So let's get some other stuff out. Okay, so I'm going to add 1 cup almond flour, friends. This still smells good. It was dated for the 24th, but it still smells good, so we're going to use it. That's 1 cup. And we'll see if we don't need some more. All right, I'm going to beat this and see if we can get a better texture. And friends, this is how new recipes are made all of the time. I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of this milk in here. We're getting it to a pretty decent texture. So you can see this is much more like a dough, but we're just going to go with it. All right. that was about 1 1/4 cups of half and half and 1 cup of almond flour added to that. And you know what? I'm going to add a bit more vanilla since we've added some ingredients. Okay, I just added those blueberries in, but that's not going to be enough for the amount that we have right now. So I'm going to go ahead and wash a couple more right quick. And it says to fold them in. And you know, I probably should have put a little bit more sugar in that, but we're just gonna go with it. We go ahead and get out some muffin liners. These are really small ones. And they just seem small. We're going to take our extra virgin olive oil spray and we're going to spray these right quick. And to make sure these all are all about the same size and weight, I'm going to use a large ice cream / cookie scoop. let's look at our recipe again. Even though I've already messed it up. We are to cook for 20 minutes, it says. So. Alright friends, we will see you back in 20 minutes. Okay friends, I just took these out of the oven probably about 5 minutes ago. They are still warm, but what we're going to do is I'm going to take a couple of them and pop them in the refrigerator and give it about 15 minutes or so, and then we'll come back and we'll do a taste test to see how these turned out, even though I didn't get to follow the recipe exactly right. So let's go ahead and get those in the refrigerator. They're very soft. They kind of have like that cheesecake feel to them, even though we added that almond flour and stuff to it. So I really am interested to see how these did actually turn out, or if they are just not any good. We're gonna find out though. Alright friends, so we're back. We're gonna give these a try. I hope these turned out okay. We're gonna find out. I probably should have added a bit more sugar to this, but we're gonna see. It's got more of like an egg consistency, so we're gonna see. I'm gonna give this one to my husband to give a try, and I'm gonna try this part. The texture is not bad. It's definitely got a different texture to it, but probably could have used a little bit more sugar. They're doable. They're not as bad as I thought they were going to be. So, what do you think?
Not bad.
Okay. So it's kind of like the cross between like a cheesecake and then like a muffin. So it could be better. It could be worse. So this is a reminder to make sure you double and triple check your recipe before you go to make something. Things can happen. But all in all, they turned out pretty good. So we're definitely going to eat them. Hopefully the next time I make the recipe it'll be better. Alright friends, so that's going to be it for today. So please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.